Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jack from CruiseCasinoMafia.com. And today is one of those days where I'm going to do a video where we look backwards in time. And it's also kind of a glimpse as to what members of Cruise Casino, the private members of CruiseCasinoMafia.com, and even some of you guys that are not members could have taken advantage of in the information that I've given out. So if you go backwards and you look, I put out a video, here it is, on this channel in June. And here's the video, Urgent Alert Crypto Crash Opportunity. I normally only make these crypto alert videos for members, but on that day I said, you know what, it was just too important and I thought that I could help too many people to keep it private that one time. So you can go back and watch this video on the channel if you want. But the reason I'm doing the video today is to, number one, let you guys know where this comes in and how this has anything to do with what we do on the channel. So here's the deal. From day one, I have always said that private members of CruiseCasinoMafia.com will obviously get all of the strategy and money management and mindset videos and everything else that has to do with casino income. And they get everything that I create and put out, right? And they get it. We have a section on the website that has all the PDFs and some of the original videos. And then everything else that we've been doing over the last year and a half, most of it comes out as a private link video. So every week we put out something that's called a weekly Casino Confidential report. And that report is on the dashboard page when they log into the membership site, to the website. And it's updated usually 7 to 10 days. And it has all the private links as well as all the new links for the public videos and private content as well. So from the beginning, I told you guys that I don't just normally do this. I've been making money in trading for over 20 years. I limit what I do nowadays mostly to crypto. And the reason for that being is that the swings in crypto are really dramatic. And I don't day trade anymore. I haven't wanted to be an active trader where I'm glued to the screen every day with options and Forex. And I haven't wanted to do that for a number of years. The stress level was just too much doing that for as many years as I did. So what I do is I help a private group that pays me close to $1,000 a year to be able to give them the signals of when to buy and when to sell, what to buy, when to sell. These are people that have a large amount of money to be able to push in and out of the crypto market, all right? But by being a member of CruiseCasinoMafia.com, I give access to the swing trades. Now, that doesn't mean I do videos all the time on crypto. As members will tell you, it's usually maximum 2 or 3 times a year. And when we're in a very volatile market, when we're in a real bull market, which we're in right now, where things are going crazy, the alerts may be a little bit more often. But I'd still tell you that for Cruise Casino Mafia members, it's only like maybe 3 times a year. So this video came out in June, and I put it out publicly. So, because I really wanted people that didn't have the money to join Cruise Casino Mafia to take advantage of the information. And maybe that would give them the money to join Cruise Casino Mafia and reap the benefits of all the casino strategies and stuff. So we won't be doing that anymore. From now on, all of that private information will only be available for Cruise Casino Mafia lifetime members. And our membership is going to be going up in the next 2 weeks. It still is at the introductory rate, and you can still use the $50 coupon. You just have to use Mafia and the number 50 as the code. All right. But in about a week to 2 weeks, the new website will come out and the lifetime membership will finally go up to what it always should have been. So this is your time to get in. But what I want to do today is I want to show you guys what you could have done. There's a lot of people that are very nervous about crypto. And they have every right to be. There's a lot of garbage coins. Volatility is high. And if you don't know how to handle this market properly, you could be crushed if you don't have the tools. So I'm just going to go over what you would have made and what we're looking at. Now, I want to tell you right now that we're in a bull run at the moment. So the coins I'm showing you are only coins that I suggested back then. The things that we got into, all right, and that we were interested in, that we presented to private members of the crypto side and private members, for the most part, in the Cruise Casino Mafia side, all right? I want to show you what this stuff was at and what it is at now, so you can get a feeling for the value of what I try to provide outside of just the casino stuff. All right, so let's take a look. So first of all, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 99,000 today, but it's been as high. This is the record high for Bitcoin. Okay, why is this not opening? That's kind of weird. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, so Bitcoin has hit its all-time high right here just a couple of days ago, okay, or a day ago, whatever, okay, up here at 102 basically, all right. So here's what I want to show. We're going to go through these quickly, all right, because I just want to show you what the possibilities are. I told you that that came out in June, all right? So June is back here, all right? Let's see, June, let's take a quick look. May, June, all right. So here we are right around, that's May, there's June. Okay, so anytime at this point, you could have literally bought Bitcoin between 62,000, a little more than that. Let's say right about here. Okay, so this is when our information started coming out. About 67,000. So what we teach people is not to just throw your money in, because we don't have a crystal ball. We know that we're never going to buy all the way on the bottom and we're never going to get out all the way on the top, okay? So if, let's say you have $5,000 or $1,000, right, that you were targeting for Bitcoin, you would slowly over a period of days or a week move in. So you would have bought anywhere between $67,000 price down here to probably about 62,000. So let's just call that about 65,000 average. You would have bought Bitcoin at $65,000 average price, and in the last day it went up to $101,000, somewhere around 101, 102,000. Okay, so that is insane, but that is absolutely nothing compared to some of the other ones that we normally give out and we normally talk about as opportunities. So let's just look at the other one, which is the second biggest coin that you could possibly get involved with, which is Ethereum. And we have made a ton of money off Ethereum over the last 6 years. I don't know, between 2017 and now. We've made oodles and oodles of money. All right. So Ethereum has broken its all-time high, basically. We got up here to this $4,088 price. $4,088, record highs. Now, let's look back to when we did some of those last updates, and that was also in June, right? So if you were dollar cost averaging in, you would have, it would have been right around, let's get to June. Okay. So June started here is at about like 3,700, but look at the drop. So if you started dollar cost averaging in, you would have gotten in anywhere between, let's say, 3,700 to 2,900, right around there. okay, depending on how many shots you took. So somewhere around the $3,000 mark, I don't know that you would have gotten in here. You would have pulled back probably about $3,300 or so average. Let's average that out to about $3,300. Now, if you continue to pay attention and continue to dollar average, it went down as low as $2,200. So you would have never gotten in at the bottom, and you would have never gotten in all the way at the top here, because you would have learned from us not to throw all your money in at once. So you probably would have gotten in anywhere between 3,000, I don't know. You know what? Let's just say it was 3,000. Okay, somewhere in that mark. Well, it is now at $4,088. Incredible return on your money. And by the way, we are not out of these positions totally at the moment. We scale in and we scale out. All right, so we are riding this bull wave at the moment, and we're watching very carefully when to get out. But I'll talk more about that in a moment. So let's keep going. All right, Cardano. Cardano is another one of the coins that we normally talk about quite a bit. Cardano currently at the current, it was $1.23. All right, in the last couple of days. So where was that in June? Wait until you see this. In June, that's July. Where is it? June. In June, it was going down the tubes, right? And this is where we were talking about it, right about here. 45 cents to the bottom here was about 34 cents. So dollar cost averaging, maybe you'd averaged out about 42 cents. Look at where we are 5 months later, $1.21. So do you understand that you do not have to be an active trader? We're not telling people to sit on their computer. This is not trading. This is not watching technical indicators. This is not doing options. This is not getting crazy and stressed out. Okay? We teach a very hands-off approach. All right? So about 40 cents, 5 months. 5 months, we're currently at $1.21 and rising. All right. So let's go back and look at a few more of our favorites here. All right, let's keep rolling. Algorand. If I tell you how many times I've been in and out of this token, you would not believe it. So here was the high a couple of days ago. It was 52 cents, right? Here's where we are now at 50 cents. So watch this one. And we go back again to that same time period in June, which started right about here. It was at 18 cents, and you would have averaged all the way into this move. So down to 13 cents. Now, it did go lower than that, but that's already in August, so forget about that. Let's just say that you averaged between 18 and 13. Let's just call it 15 cents. You would have been buying this and averaging into about a 15-cent position, and we have hit 50 cents. 50 cents, right over 50 cents. Incredible, incredible. And there's no watching. You weren't paying attention to this on a daily basis. You didn't, this whole move here, you knew you were swing trading. You were not nervous about this about it going down here. You rode the wave and waited for this. Okay? Now, the people that don't know what they're doing, guess what they were doing? They were selling their crypto. They weren't accumulating. They were selling. They were losing money. And that's the key. Knowing when there's blood in the streets, knowing when to buy. You make your money on the buy. Okay? Not the sell, the buy. That's what we teach. All right, watch this one. This one I love. If I show you how far this thing went down, you wouldn't believe it. All right. So here we go. We're at $1.34 here. Now, I don't know if that's the all-time high. Let's see. No, not even close. The all-time high is $3, which means we still have a lot of possibility here. That doesn't mean we're holding out for a record high on this. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it has space to move. All right, so let's go back to that yearly chart. We're at $1.34 right now. Let's go back to June. And let's see where it was at in June. Okay, here we go. So in June, it was from 80 cents all the way to July, 49 cents. So if you were averaging properly, I don't know, we can call this probably about 60 cents. Let's say that, yeah, I mean, now, if you continue to buy and average and do the right thing, you could have bought all the way down here, and this would have been somewhere in this range, like 44. But we'll just say you bought at 50 cents. We don't talk about getting in at the high, getting in at the low and getting it at the high. That's not possible, and it doesn't matter. If you averaged into this slide, you were in at about 50 cents or so. Okay, who cares that you didn't get the bottom? Look where we are at, $1.34. $1.34. Okay, so that's Phantom. All right, here's another one, Immutable. This one may have not been on that video, that's for sure. I'm not sure this was on that video, but this was definitely one that we gave out privately. All right, so this is currently at 205. It was as high as 214 a day ago. So this is down at the moment a little bit because things have been flying. But you would have hit a high here. Let's look at a 7-day chart. This has been as high as 220. All right, in the last week. That's all, 220. Now let's see what June looked like. June was about here, right? Wait a minute. Let's get to the right area. Let's get to the... Okay, June started the slide right here. So 223, okay, it was at 223, and you would have averaged down, from the 223 mark as this thing kept sliding. It got all the way to $1.54 in the middle by the 19th. So this is not as big of a win, but it's still a win. It's still profit. Even if you bought here closer to the highs, right, which we haven't hit yet, if you used our formula, you would have averaged, I don't know, somewhere around $1.70. And if you continue to average, obviously this thing fell all the way to $1.20, $1.15. But I'm not going to tell you you would have continued to average into this. Let's just say that you would have averaged around here into the 175 range, maybe. This is not a huge win, but if you can take something from 175 to currently the high is, let's see, currently the high has been 218 or so. Whoops, 230. Yeah, 224. That is another huge win. Okay? Not everything has to triple your money, but it's another win. All right, I know what we're going to be looking at next. One of our all-time favorites, once again, our buddy, the Graph. And by the way, this is CoinMarketCap.com. All right, you can look at all these coins on CoinMarketCap.com. All right, so let's look at the 7-day. It got up to, the Graph has been as high as 35 cents. It's currently around 33. Okay, so now let's go back to June. And we can look at June. Okay, June. You see this giant slide. Now, the reason you're seeing the slide here is because we knew things were starting to crumble. That's when we gave out this information. So we didn't know how far down it was going to go. We didn't know if it was going to go up a little higher, right? We had no idea, but we knew it was time to start accumulating process, the accumulating phase. That started around here, okay, at 27 cents. Look at the low. The low is 13 cents. We're not going to say you bought it at the low. We're going to say somewhere in between, right? So on this one, you would have gotten in, you would have started to average, let's call this the average, right around 18 cents if you did the right thing and you were slowly accumulating. Let's say this is kind of your average here. If you continue to average, you would have done even better. Of course, look at this. But not everybody can average all the way into 2 months later or 60 days later. So let's just say you average down to about 18 cents. This one is now at 33 cents. Again, really good return. Gala. Okay. Gala. Gala in the last 7 days has been as high as almost like a little over 6.5 cents. So where was that one in June? In June, it was 4 cents down to, well, obviously here's the bottom. It's almost 1.5 cents. Let's say you weren't able to average all the way down there. Let's say you averaged into the 2-cent mark, right? You averaged down. You didn't get all the way down here, but you got here. So around 2 cents. This is basically almost 6 cents now. 2 cents to 6 cents. That's what I'm talking about, a home run. Okay? That's a freaking home run, no matter which way you look at it. Now, here's another one. We'll only do a couple more, because I'm only trying to give you examples of what we've been doing. Here's an Aerodrome. All right? This was a new one to me that we brought to people privately in our crypto group. All right? This is a newer one. We did not have this prior in the last bull run or anything like that. So this was a very new situation for us. So we did not get in June. I don't want you to think we got in June on this one. This one we got in a little bit later. All right, so let's take a look at this. It's currently at 225, right up here. All right, 225, which is the high for the year, no doubt about that, right? So we started getting into Aero, I think it was in September. No, it was after September. I'm sorry. It was right in this range. It was right in this range. We started getting involved right around here. Okay. We started accumulating when it was higher here. All right. In around the 140 mark, I think is where we first, a little bit. And then we continued to get this all the way into here. So this was not a one-shot accumulation. We were buying through this entire phase here that you see, right? From here to here, right around, I don't think we bought any more. We were probably done buying right around right around here in September. So this was our accumulation. So I'm going to say we probably averaged right about, I want to say 88 to 90 cents right here. Okay. 88 to 90 cents. And we're at $2.26. All right. Another home run. Another home run. And they're not all home runs. That's not the way it works. That's not what I want you guys to take out of this. And the last one I'm going to show you is another oldie but goodie. Polygon. Polygon, we've been in and out of a million times. All right. So Polygon is currently at about 70 cents. The high in the last week has been right over here at 72 cents. Okay. So we've always been in and out of Polygon. But for purposes of this discussion, and by the way, you can see that in March, it was all the way up here. Where's my pointer thingamajiggy? There it is. All the way up here at $1.23. So we're nowhere near even the yearly high. Let me show you where it's been before this. Look at this during the last bull run. 2021 and 2022, it was above $2. Okay, over here it was at like 260 something, whatever. Okay, 260 something. So we're down here. So the ability for Polygon to still move is there. But we don't know that in this bull run right now it's going back here. We don't know that. What we do know is where we are and where we bought it. Okay, so let's go back to June where the slide started. Okay, this was one of our big pushes. We told everybody buy, average into Polygon like crazy. So it started around here at 66 cents. But look at how low Polygon went. 30 cents. Okay, so we were probably averaging, not everybody continued to average. I'm going to say that most of us, because of our love for Polygon, I'm going to tell you the truth, we're in the 30s. We're in the 30 to 40 cent range. Almost everybody continued to buy here because we knew that. I'm not going to tell you they were all buying here. Depends on how much money you had to buy in the low 30s here, right? But probably, let's say 35 to 40 cents. And we're at 70 cents now, okay? And Polygon is one of those that you don't have to be nervous about. You can take your money out and wait for the next big drop. So that is the story. I don't want to make this video a million hours long. This is CoinMarketCap. So what does that mean for you guys? Here's what it means. Thank God that a lot of people understand how much money I've made and we've made in crypto and have listened and learned. The biggest lessons learned are when everybody's cheering and the barber is telling you to buy crypto and people that have no freaking clue how to trade are talking about it, that is not the time you should be buying. You need to be buying during those red periods when everything is crashing, when there's blood in the streets. That's how we make our money, and that's also why we don't have to look at our portfolios on a daily, every second basis, because we're not day traders, all right? It took from June until now, but look at the rewards that we're reaping now. Some of these coins have gone up 3x, 4x from where we bought them. And some of them have gone up 1x. So what? If you can take your 10,000 and turn it into ridiculous amount of money, 35, 40,000 in 5 months, I think that's a pretty damn good return, don't you? And if you're in the casino place like we are, how much money can you siphon off of that to instantly upgrade your bankroll for the casino income strategies? I'm not telling you to take all of it from crypto and put it in the casino. And I'm not telling you to take all your casino profits and put it into crypto. I'm telling you diversification and money management is the key to everything in life. Not bet strategy or, crystal ball BS. Okay? I don't use a crystal ball here in the crypto market. I know technical indicators. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 30 years. But even then, I am not isolating an exact moment in time and telling people that now is the moment for you to buy. I'm capturing zones. Zones on the bottom to buy and zones on the top to start slowly moving out of things. That's how you make your money. Nobody has a crystal ball, despite what you see on CNBC and all the BS on YouTube when it comes to crypto. Or anything for that matter, or options or anything else. That's not the way you trade. You trade in zones. Accumulate towards the bottom. Exit slowly towards the top. That's all you can ever do. And anybody that tells you that they have a technical indicator that gives you exact formulas, they're full of it. They're absolutely full of it. I can show you the thousands of dollars I've spent reviewing that nonsense for years. There is no indicator that is exactly correct and going to always be right. It's BS. So bottom line, let's wrap this thing up. If you want, right now we're in a bull run. This is going to turn like it always does. Nothing lasts forever. We will be putting out privately for our members the videos, whenever that may be, whether it's next month, 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, I can't tell you. But we will be giving the next video on when we are targeting accumulation phase again. If you want to make that kind of money, and I can't tell you in what time period, how do I know? Sometimes we can get in on a massive drop and we make money within a week, 2 weeks, a month. And other times it's more of a longer swing trade like this turned out to be, where we were accumulating in the summer and now we're reaping the huge benefits here in December. Who cares how long it takes? There is no mutual funds that are doing what we do. There's no 401k BS with management fees and all kinds of broker garbage that does what we do. If you want that, plus the reason that you're really joining, which is the casino income strategies, that's all you have to do is become a lifetime member of Cruise Casino Mafia. And when you're watching this video right now, you can do it at almost half the price of what it's going to be in the next few weeks. Okay? So that's all you need to know. And by the way, if the crypto scares you, there's nothing to be scared about. Okay? Most of the coins that I just showed you can easily be bought online at 1 or 2 different brokers. And by the way, these are American brokers. Advanced strategies where we use wallets and liquidity providers and all kinds of other things are totally different than what I just showed you. That's for people that want to get more active and more involved, and that's a different story. Okay? But for this video, do not be scared. Buying these is actually easier than going and buying stock. All right? You don't need fancy wallets. You don't need anything like that to do what I just showed you how to do. How do you get your money into these things? They've made it very easy nowadays. No different than a broker. You can use a credit card. You can use a wire. You can transfer directly from your bank in and out of the brokers. There is no rocket science here. Nothing. There's no barrier to entry anymore for people taking advantage of what I'm showing you. Years ago, there was a big barrier. It was a pain in the neck, okay, to get involved in crypto. There's no doubt about it. That's not there anymore. There's no excuses. Okay, there's absolutely no excuses. So that is the story. Oh, by the way, I didn't show you one more that we're heavily involved in, will always be heavily involved in. Where is it? Avalanche. Somehow I missed that one. So let's just show you this and we'll finish up this video. So Avalanche, we love the Avalanche network. Always have, always will. So back here, where are we? Okay, this is when we knew that it was starting to accumulate phase. So it started here at 35, but we accumulated all the way down. There's no doubt about it on this one because it's one of our favorite ones. So you literally were buying between $35 and about $21. So whatever you want to say, right? If you were aggressive, maybe you got yourself down to an average of 25, something like that. Look where we're at, guys. $52, another 100% 1xer. All right? 1xer, 100%. So there you go. All right. So the moral of the story is join with us. I want to help as many people as I can, whether it's on the casino side or on the crypto side. All right? All of this stuff is going to be available to you. The next crypto update or alert will happen at some point. There's no doubt about it. As soon as we see the bottom start to fall out. And by the way, what we're watching right now is an exit strategy, right? You got to know when to get out. Most people ride the waves and they just have paper profits. They never get the hell out. You know, it's the guy that says, did you see the house down the block sold for $1 million? Who cares that the house down the block sold for $1 million? If you're never going to sell your house and you have no interest in selling your house, who cares? When you decide that you're going to sell your house or are interested in selling your house, then it matters. So I don't want to hear about paper profits. So the other side of the coin is having a scaled out exit strategy. That's what we're working on right now since things are going up and up and up. We need to start scaling out to lock in our profits. Because if you made, let's say you took your 10,000 and now you're at 40,000, right? And you're scaling out. You're not going to get out at the top. So let's say it's 37,000 when it all comes back out to the sidelines, right? You took 10, you turned it into 37, 38. Now you're locked and loaded with cash ready, 38,000 now instead of 10,000 to deploy and start scaling in when it's time to scale back in. That's the holy grail secret right there. So if you want to know how to do this, reach out. Join CruzCasinoMafia.com and you'll be automatically in for the crypto updates as well as everything else that we do. Listen, I do this for the casino income strategies, but why would I not want to share with our members all the other ways that I and my other people outside of the casino stuff are making money? Right? I don't hold back. I share whatever I think is a valuable paycheck generator for all of you. You have to decide whether the risk to reward is right for you, just like with the casino strategies. I can't tell you that. I don't tell you to buy crypto. I tell you what we're doing and I give you a bit of our track record. And that's it. Not everything is for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But I can only provide information. That's what I try to do and let you guys make the decision. So have a happy holidays. We will see you on some more casino videos this week. And I hope you enjoyed our little side, movement here into the crypto world. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.